Imagine someone takes away everything you own. Your job, your savings, your investments, everything. Then they hand you just $100 and say, turn this into $1,000 as fast as you can. Which business would you choose? It sounds like a simple question. But after comparing 5 of the most popular business models, I discovered something that completely changed my mind. By the time I finished this ranking, my original choice had completely changed. In fact, one of the internet's most hyped business models finished dead last. So, today, I'm ranking 5 beginner-friendly businesses based on one simple question. Which one gives someone with only $100 the fastest and most realistic path to their first $1,000? Let's find out. Most beginners focus on the wrong goal. They want the biggest business, the biggest opportunity, the biggest income. But that's not what matters at the beginning. Think about climbing a mountain. Your first goal isn't reaching the summit. Your first goal is taking the first step. Business works the same way. Your first $1,000 is more important than your first million. Because your first $1,000 proves something. It proves someone is willing to pay you. It proves you can create value. And it proves this whole business thing might actually work. So Jake created 4 rules. Any business he chose had to pass all 4. Rule number 1. Low startup cost. Rule number 2. Beginner friendly. Rule number 3. Can generate money quickly. Rule number 4. Doesn't require years of experience. With those rules in mind, he started ranking. Number 5. YouTube. The first business Jake considered was YouTube. After all, everyone seems to be starting a channel. And honestly, YouTube can become one of the greatest businesses in the world. A single video can generate income for years. The earning potential is enormous. But Jake quickly noticed a problem. Time. YouTube has one of the longest delays between effort and reward. You spend time learning editing, learning thumbnails, learning storytelling, learning how the algorithm works. And even after all that, you might earn nothing. Imagine planting an apple tree. You water it. You protect it. You take care of it. But it doesn't give fruit immediately. That's YouTube. Amazing long term. Terrible if you need cash quickly. Could Jake eventually make $1,000? Absolutely. Could he do it quickly? Probably not. So YouTube landed at number 5. Number 4. Dropshipping. Next, Jake looked at dropshipping. At first, it sounded perfect. No inventory. No warehouse. No manufacturing. No shipping products himself. Sounds amazing. But then he discovered something. The biggest challenge isn't the product. It's customers. Most dropshipping businesses rely heavily on advertising. Now, remember, Jake only has $100. Imagine spending $50 on ads. Then another $30. Then another $20. And getting no sales. His entire budget could disappear before he earns a single dollar. That's risky. Can dropshipping work? Of course. Thousands of people succeed with it. But for someone with only $100, the margin for error is tiny. Dropshipping failed the speed test. And it failed the budget test. So it landed at number 4. Number 3. Print on demand. Then Jake discovered print on demand. Sell custom t-shirts, mugs, hoodies, phone cases, without holding inventory. This looked better. The startup costs were lower. The risk was lower. But then, Jake noticed the same problem. Traffic. Without customers, nothing happens. And getting customers usually requires one of 3 things. Advertising, an audience, or content creation. All 3 take time. The business model wasn't bad. In fact, it was pretty good. But Jake wasn't looking for pretty good. He was looking for the fastest realistic path to his first $1,000. So print on demand landed at number 3. Number 2, freelancing. Now things got interesting. Because freelancing almost won. Video editing, graphic design, writing, website design, social media management, lead generation, virtual assistants. The beauty of freelancing is simple. You don't need inventory. You don't need a warehouse. You don't need thousands of dollars. You just need someone willing to pay for a solution. And here's why Jake liked it. If you charge $250 for a service, you only need 4 clients to make $1,000. Compare that to selling a product with a $20 profit margin. You'd need 50 sales. Huge difference. But freelancing had one problem: skills. Jake didn't know how to edit videos. He didn't know graphic design. He didn't know coding. Learning those skills would take time. Weeks. Sometimes months. Freelancing came very close. But because Jake was a complete beginner, it couldn't take the #1 spot. Which brings us to the winner. And now for the winner. The business that beat every other option on this list. It's less crowded, less hyped, and surprisingly, one of the most overlooked opportunities for beginners today. While everyone else is fighting over saturated business models, this one is quietly creating real income. So let's reveal the #1 business. Number 1. Service Arbitrage Agency. This was the business almost nobody talked about. No inventory, no warehouse, no products. And unlike freelancing, you don't necessarily need to perform the service yourself. At first, Jake didn't understand it. Then he realized something. Businesses have problems. Freelancers have skills. Someone simply needs to connect the two. And that's where the opportunity lives. Think about it. A business owner needs a website. A freelancer knows how to build it. The business owner needs social media content. A freelancer knows how to create it. The business owner needs short-form videos. A freelancer knows how to edit them. Jake doesn't need to be the expert. He simply needs to bring the opportunity together. And that's when everything clicked. How this actually works. Let's say a local dental clinic needs a new website. The owner could go directly to Fiverr. But here's the reality. Most business owners don't want to spend hours searching through dozens of freelancers. They don't know who to trust. They don't know how to write project requirements. They don't know how to manage revisions. And they definitely don't want to chase freelancers for updates. So Jake offers something different. A complete solution. He meets with the client, learns exactly what they need, creates a simple project outline, keeps the client updated, handles communication, manages revisions, and delivers the final project. Now here's the interesting part. Jake isn't building the website. He finds a freelancer who normally charges $300. But instead of negotiating aggressively, Jake offers something valuable. Future work. He says, "If this project goes well, I'd love to bring you more clients." For many freelancers, consistent work is worth more than squeezing every dollar from one project. The freelancer agrees to complete the project for $250. Jake charges the client $450. The client is happy. The freelancer is happy. Jake earns $200. Everyone wins. And that's the secret. You're not selling labor. You're selling convenience. Now, maybe you're thinking, okay, website projects sound great, but what if I don't want to sell websites? That's completely fine. Because the real opportunity isn't websites. It's connecting businesses with services they already need. For example, some businesses need short-form videos for TikTok, Instagram Reels, and YouTube Shorts. Others need professional product catalogs and brochures to present their products to customers. Some businesses already have websites, but they need SEO services to rank higher on Google and get more traffic. Others need social media content created consistently so they can stay active online. And some businesses simply need more customers, which is where lead generation services come in. The best part? You don't need to be the person doing the work. You simply find the client, manage the project, and partner with skilled freelancers who handle the fulfillment. The model stays exactly the same. Only the service changes. At this point, some people say, "I don't have experience." Neither did Jake. Neither do most entrepreneurs when they start. Others say, "I don't know where to find clients." That's exactly why most people never start. Client acquisition is a skill. And like every skill, it improves with practice. Some people say, "What if the client goes directly to the freelancer?" Sometimes they will. But many won't. Because they're not paying for the freelancer. They're paying for the convenience, the communication, the management, The simplicity. That's your value. So if I had to start over with only $100, what would I do? For most beginners, I'd start a simple service agency. Not because it's easy, not because it's guaranteed, but because it solves the biggest beginner problem. Lack of money. You don't need inventory. You don't need advanced technical skills. And you don't need years of experience. You need one client, then another, then another. Because once you make your first $1,000, everything changes. Your confidence changes. Your mindset changes. And suddenly, bigger opportunities become possible. The goal isn't to build $1 million company on day one. The goal is to prove that you can create value. Because once you do that, the game changes forever. If this video helped you, make sure to like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments which business would you choose. And remember, the goal isn't to find the perfect business. The goal is to start. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.